Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be working on a Mod Podge project. So I want to do a beautiful village collage. So the first thing I did was I purchased this tree at the Dollar Tree. It was like $3. And then I got these papers. These are scrapbook papers. And I started cutting them up. So I want to kind of fill in different areas and really make this a village. And you can see I kind of went ahead and already started some of them. So what I'm going to do is kind of just finish it up and add in a few more things here. And I want to add, I think, this house here. So if you want to kind of just play around and see what you could get, that's perfect. I just thought it would be a lot of fun. I also have other ones. So this was like an entire pack. So I have all different types of houses in here. They come with 3 papers each, so you could really have a lot of fun. And let's just grab some from this paper here to really see how much we can fill this area up. And I just want to really just cut each little section out. And then we'll start placing them on to see what we could come up with. I see a lot of people just doing like one picture, but I love the idea of just taking my whole tree and making an entire village out of it. I do a village in my house every winter, and I think it is beautiful, and I think this is going to be a great addition to my village. All right. So put those off to the side. Now we just got to kind of play around and see where we want to place everything. And what I love about doing the collages is you can really mix things up. So I know this little tiny one, I want this at the very top of my tree. It is my smallest. So I'm going to do large all the way up to the smaller pieces here. All right, and then I need one more small one right here just to kind of make it even. So let's do this one here, and it will be cut out because I'm going to trim this whole thing up by marking my spaces. So that guy will go right there. So next I'm going to get my Mod Podge, and this is just a matte one. And I am going to start putting the Mod Podge right on the back of my papers here, and then I'll place them right in place. So I want to kind of keep them all in order as I'm going along here. So you can see I'm just putting a thin coat right down, and then I will place each one of my pieces right back down. Don't worry about if things kind of go off the edge. We can clean that all up after everything dries. All right, now I see that I have like this big open space here, so I'm going to cut a tree and add a tree in that area. I have this beautiful tree right here that I think will work perfect. Let's just see. And I don't like how that is kind of overlapping, so I'm going to add a tree to that area as well, just to kind of cover it up a bit. And just kind of look around, see if you have like really open space. Now I want some of this wood from the tree to stick out because it gives it like that beautiful rustic look. But now we're going to go over and Mod Podge our entire tree here. I'm going to put a nice thick layer on and then let that completely dry. I think what I'm going to also do is, since I have the Mod Podge on now, I really want this to kind of sparkle when the lights are on. So I'm going to add a couple of my little gemstones here. So when the lights flicker, they go off of this tree and really just kind of glow and sparkle. So wherever I see my little snowflakes, I'm going to kind of just add a few of these gems just to really help with the sparkle. So let's start out on the bottom. And this is just a little wax tip. And your little sparkles will stick right into the Mod Podge, so it's not a problem. They won't come off. Okay. So now I'm going to let that completely dry. Okay, so my tree is dry. So the next step I'm going to do is trim up all the edges. You can see I did one side. And now I'm going to show you how I did the other side. So you're going to flip it upside down and you want it on like a flat surface. And get a brand new blade because it will make it so much easier. And then we just really trim it, okay? So I'm going to show you. All I do is go right up to the edge and then just follow and trim. And you'll see it's very, very simple. As long as you have a nice new blade, it will cut super easy for you. Don't do a dull blade because it'll just tear your paper and just look awful. Normally you could use like a little sander, but because this has like all these little turns and stuff, it makes it harder. So I'm just finding that my blade is the best and easiest way to go. And you can get around all those little turns. Okay, so now to clean up the front, if you see anything kind of sticking out, you're going to take the blade and go right on the side and trim it up just like that. That's down, so I'm not going to worry about that. I just want the loose stuff. If you have any areas that are kind of giving you trouble, take your little sander and just sand it. I don't mind the white coming off because it gives it that good rustic look. But if you don't want the white coming off, or if it does, then just get a little bit of paint and paint over it. But I think it goes perfect with the area on the very front. I almost like it better with the little jagged edges. So I'm going to go over the entire area and kind of give it that little jagged edge. Let me just brush off any dust that might be on here. And now I'm going to go over this one more time with Mod Podge just to make sure that my edges are completely down, because you can see some of the edges are a little bit loose. So I'm going to go over one more time, let that dry, and then I'll move on to the next step. I'm going to go right up onto those edges and kind of push that Mod Podge underneath to make sure that it's going underneath anything that may potentially be loose. All right, guys, so my piece is now completely dry. I let it go for a little while. Now I want to take some of my chalk paint and edge around a little bit to give it a little bit more of a rustic look. So I have a little stiffer brush here, and I'm going to use very little of this paint. So I'm going to kind of just take my little tray here and get some of that off, because I want very little on my actual piece here. I just want to kind of go around all my edges and my paper. And I also have a little bit of my white. So now I'm just going to kind of go around and fill in some of those areas that I covered up a little too much with some of my white. Let me just get a bunch of white here. Okay, so I'm very happy with that. I like that a lot. So you can see how nice that looks now. It looks much better. It's almost like the paper's kind of hidden. So lastly, what I want to do is I'm going to get my glue gun. And I also have this like foam, this like fake snow material. So I'm going to kind of wrap it around and glue it on the very bottom here. All right. So first I like to kind of stretch it. And make sure that I could get it behind as well as in the front. Okay. So take your glue gun and just put some of that glue right on the bottom. You don't need a whole lot. And then push it on there. Let's get the very back. And this is just stuff that I had laying around that I put in my, what do you call it, around my regular village that I do every year. But you could get it at Walmart. So, very, very easy there. Next, I'm going to take my little deer. And I want to hot glue my deer right into place here, okay? So right on the side there. So I'm going to get hot glue right on the bottom of the feet. And then right on the top of the antler. And then put it in place. Push down. Oops. Push that up there. I'm going to hide any glue that may be showing. And then I got this tree. So the deer and the tree both came from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to set that right on the edge like that. So here, I just need to kind of lay it right down like that. So let me get... and push it right up against. Hold it into place for a couple seconds. And there we go. There is our beautiful tree. So I really hope that you enjoyed creating this piece with me. If you did, remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye.